First game is going to be played on Digital Dimension.
All right, DD. What
Really
will
enjoy
our
watching
racers
Digital Dimension,
choose?
especially when both racers manage to take the first skip around the first corner.
All right, so we have Knuckles the Enchilada and Jet the Chicken.
Jet the chicken.
Dallas is going to be going for Jet on the Speed Balancer versus SmolOri with Knuckles on the Trap Gear.
Ooh, Trap Gear, interesting.
We're going for a very aggressive Trap Gear pick versus Dallas's very speed-oriented Speed Balancer, just wanting to cruise clean ahead of SmolOri on his Trap Gear versus SmolOri, who wants to great
Ooh,
and
out of the gate,
aggressively
massive tornadoes.
comes out the gate much quicker than Dallas, unfortunately, able to drop down a lot of traps for Dallas.
Ooh, misses the high path, unfortunately. But neither does Dallas get it, and so he's dropping tornadoes. Going to make it a bit difficult for Dallas to keep on his trail.
SmolOri opting out of dropping traps, instead just using the Trap Gear boost in order to keep his lead over Dallas instead of dropping aggressive traps. He knows at this distance Dallas will easily be able to dodge the level 1 tornadoes, just using the Trap Gear boost to keep ahead.
Look at him go. He's zooming.
Using the drift boost to head down the power route a little bit quicker. It's gonna be hard to keep this lead over Dallas on the Speed Balancer if Dallas can manage to get more rings coming into lap 2, but at 7 rings heading into lap 2, he'll have to work really hard for that level 3.
Alright, he's going up to the top path this time, successfully makes it, and trap boosting away.
Neither of them going for the skip here, both of them keeping it very safe on the high route. Not very easy to do it on either the Trap Gear or the Speed Balancer, especially the Speed Balancer because of its very poor turning.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Knuckles, the new Windmaster. He's out.
Knuckles has been traveling abroad, learning the secrets from Aang the Avatar.
That's right. Windmaster.
Unlocking the secrets of airbending, dropping down traps for Jet the Hawk, who thought he was the master of the air. Fortunately, it seems like Knuckles is taking his place on the throne. Keeping it in a very comfortable first place as he heads into the final lap, heading through the power route, clearing a path for Dallas to follow through. Unfortunately, Dallas does not follow him through the power path.
Going to the lower path, but
Only
it's up to
dropping down
level
the
2.
lower path, picking up the lucky item box. It's the primary reason why would you even want to head into the lower path anyway, just to get that level 2 heading into the final lap. Dallas unfortunately does not have the rings to head into level 2 even into the final lap.
Ooh, bumps into the
SmolOri
wall, that's gonna slow
unfortunately
him
bumping
down.
into the wall, bumping into even more walls, slowing him down even more. But
Ooh,
with
this
the
is
Trap
his
Gear,
chance to catch up.
with the Trap Gear's extreme torque and acceleration, it can
SmolOri's
still catch up
trying
speed
to
very
slow
quickly.
down, but he falls onto the lower path.
But with the Trap Gear at level 2, it'll be much easier for SmolOri to land some traps, put Dallas in a tornado and catch him up. Very effective first place from SmolOri, able to keep that first place throughout the whole race, keeping Dallas stuck behind him, especially with those level 2 tornadoes in the final lap. Very strong, advantageous play from SmolOri.
I'm really proud of Dallas in that last portion of the race, as he was able to keep his cool under pressure after getting attacked by just a wave of tornadoes from SmolOri after he made that bump into a wall. A lot of skills there.
Dallas was able to keep his cool, but unfortunately the Speed Balancer not very effective if he can't get those level ups to compete with the Trap Gear's torque.
Okay.
Agonizing Moon asks what the optimal gear is for this track.
That's a good question.
Digital Dimension?
Yeah. Honestly, I just go for like.
I've seen the
I just
auto
go for, like,
slider
a-
used
the
very
darkness,
intelligently
really.
on this map, but
Yeah,
the
the auto
darkness
slider
is
works.
always a safe pick though.
Yeah, if you want to go for more optimal
you-
routes to save time, you typically want to choose a power character and something that conserves air, I guess.
If you can pull it off, and by that I mean the skips, slide booster.
Yeah, slide booster works as well.
Slide booster and auto slider can both be very effective, as you can plow through the power routes using the drift boosts if you're skilled enough, even if you're not a power character. It's a very similar tech to the dash panel tech shown on the stream yesterday. Able to keep the frames from your previous drift as you bump into a power obstacle or a dash panel in order to keep the drift boost.
Yep. So you lose little to no speed at all.
Or do you?
Why don't you tell us?
Yes, you're the resident speedrunner here, aren't you?
You tell me. You got the tech.
You're the expert here. You're in the booth with
I
us.
actually wasn't listening. What dash panel were we talking about?
Wow.
We're talking about using the drift boost over the dash panels to keep up speed from the drift boost inside the panel.
Yeah, that's a strat. Not many places where we would use it, but that's a legit strat. In most cases, you can just skip the dash panels, that's the thing.
Going into the second race, we're hovering the Night Chase pick, but might be moving the Green Cave.
White Cave, perhaps?
The Cave of White.
SmolOri seems very comfortable in power characters that will serve him well in Green Cave, being able to hit those power routes.
Let's see. They're hovering. Still hovering. Hovering a little bit more. And we're still hovering. And Green Cave it is. Nope. Wait. White Cave.
Devilish Motive asks, what's been the most played track this tournament? White Cave and Metal City both appear to be very popular neutral tracks.
Yeah, White Cave and Metal
Splash
City.
Canyon, without a doubt. Holy shit.
Splash Canyon. You know?
I mean, you say that, but I was seeing more Red Canyon, at least from my memory.
Yo,
What?
Odie
No,
Splash
we
Canyon
haven't.
games. People are going. People in the same set played Splash Canyon twice. I'm pretty sure.
As
Sensing
expected.
a little bit of disgust.
As expected,
Damn.
SmolOri on Tails picking up the Destroyer will be able to hit the flight path and the power route.
Very
But
nice.
with Dallas moving onto Wave with the heavy bike, it's going to be very interesting.
The
seeing
heavy
gameplay.
bike. Alright, you got me Papega right now, bro. I don't even know what you thinking. He's on that new meta. Cause you ain't gonna have no kind of air on that bike, but let's see what he's got. And he makes it out of the gate without
SmolOri
a
dropping the start,
gate.
hitting the electric fence, unfortunately giving Dallas the advantage on the heavy bike.
Alright, so he's got his 25 range sitting nice and pretty, almost at that level 2. Forgoes
Very
the
big range
flight
advantage
path.
from getting the top
And
path,
gets
getting a
the
lucky
level
10 item ring box, getting level 2, hitting the auto section before SmolOri can make it there.
Alright.
SmolOri comparatively taking the shorter auto section, however, unable to take, but takes the power path instead, moves away from the flight path, taking the power path on
He's
the
chasing.
Destroyer, pulling ahead in first, but SmolOri dropping to the bottom path as Dallas uses the new tech shown, taking the top path without using a backflip, saving him a tiny little bit of time, but it's a very strong advantage for him still as he moves into the second lap on the level 2.
Here we go,
Unfortunately dodging the item rings, but with SmolOri picking up 20 rings, he only needs 3 more to catch up to Dallas's level 2.
I don't know what's going on with this heavy bike, but this guy, he might be on to something that I don't know about. He on some new tech. Because this is a very interesting combo. I've honestly never really ever seen someone use a heavy bike in a competitive situation.
Dallas
Level 3
hitting the very
pickup, though.
powerful level 3, going onto the top path once again, but with SmolOri falling close behind, using the Destroyer to follow him through the power path, Dallas's advantage will be dwindling heading into the final lap. It's still anyone's game at this point.
And honestly, I've never seen a bike ditto, at least in competitive. Now that I think about it, bike's new meta? Maybe.
With the heavy bikes commanding speed advantage over the Destroyer, he'll still be able to make up a lot of time, as White Cave is a map with a lot of very straight paths, allowing Dallas to just cruise down with the heavy bike, using the commanding speed he has over the Destroyer's power path to still make it to the high route before SmolOri does, taking it safe with the backflip to guarantee the high path. This will be Dallas's first win in the second game, going
Very
on to a
nice,
third
very
race
nice.
scenario here between SmolOri and Dallas.
All right, so we got
using
a
the heavy
question
bike.
from John here. He's asking, what are the differences between bikes and the other gears? You wanna explain on that?
Basically nothing. So in vanilla,
Oh, really?
in
I
vanilla,
thought they used to take more air.
you know something, in vanilla that was like the base design for them, I guess, but they didn't even follow that philosophy. It was supposed to be like bikes are faster but use more air, skates are slower but use less, and the extreme gears are, the boards are like, you know, in
The
between.
neutral.
Yeah, but honestly, they case by case basis they change the gears to be like, look at Air Tank. That's a bike that doesn't use a lot of air. Look at Darkness. Darkness is way better than like most gears in general, and it ends up being way faster. So they didn't even follow their own design philosophy. So we're just basically, what we're doing is we're just using completely original, interesting ideas that give gears a lot of flavor, and we're not like trying to like fit things thematically too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
So they had a
Especially
big
the,
waste of time.
The trap gear and the Babylonian Legacy are both very unique gears that you saw nothing of in vanilla game.
Yeah. The Magic Carpet, which is dubbed the Babylonian Legacy in our little like dev circle, and also the Air Broom. Those are thematic choices. Air Broom happens to work the exact same as it does in ZG. It was modeled after its ZG counterpart. So sometimes happy accidents like that fall into place. But on the whole, we don't want to restrict ourselves like, oh, this gear has to do this because of its name, you know? We just try to make everything unique and interesting and bring something new to the table. So yeah.
Going into the final race, it seems we have the Night Runes pickup with Dallas as Knuckles on the Faster versus SmolOri on Knights.
Alright, Dark Desert. I love this stage too, at least for the second half aesthetic. Again, it's just so nice to look at.
SmolOri with Knights on the default gear versus Dallas on Knuckles with the Faster.
Alright, he wants some top speed. Let's go.
Power Route in this map does have a lot of long cruises, able
nice
to
hit.
SmolOri right off before the first jump, but unfortunately it will not go through as the jump approaches too quickly.
Alright, here they go. Let's see if Dallas can get the upper path with the turbulence. Nope, unfortunate. Rounding the corner. Alright, so we got SmolOri with the nice level 2.
SmolOri getting the big 30 item box compared to Dallas's only 20, losing out the level 2 advantage to SmolOri, and SmolOri only needs one more ring to head the level 3 way before Dallas can.
Yeah, he's going to want to make up that ring deficit real quick.
SmolOri finished the auto section just as Dallas makes it there. SmolOri opting out of the flight skip, but Dallas coming behind, going through the power path to cut that corner. Unfortunately, dodging the item box, losing out on the level 2 still as he enters into lap 2 with SmolOri with the big level 3, heading into the second lap right off the bat.
And we see Knights just zooming away with the top speed boost that she has.
SmolOri once again hitting a lucky 30 item box, but already level 3. But Dallas hitting the same level 30, 30 ring box, getting the level 3 right behind SmolOri. SmolOri unfortunately able to clear the auto section before Dallas even gets there.
Alright, let's see where he's going. Alright, if we're going in the flight skip once again, looks like
Once
he's
again,
not
going for the
trying
flight
to do
skip.
anything
Perhaps
fancy today.
He doesn't even know it exists. It's not in the video included on the website, unfortunately.
That is
For
true.
the next tournament, we will have the video updated and everyone will be notified that it exists.
That is true. Ooh, bumping into the wall there, slowing down a little bit. Dallas is going to have a chance to keep up.
Just too far behind to catch SmolOri's
Ooh,
turbulence.
runs out of air though. This might be his
SmolOri
chance.
running out of air, losing a lot of time. Meanwhile, Dallas able to pick up SmolOri's turbulence because of it, but with SmolOri hitting the flight path. And with Dallas having to take the default path, SmolOri is once again hitting the auto section and finishing it before Dallas gets there.
Looks like that's going to be it for Dallas.
SmolOri burning air on multiple boosts to complete the lap faster, closing out the final win he needs.
All right, nice. 2-1. SmolOri wins.
Very close race between SmolOri and Dallas. Dallas with the early attack right at the beginning, unfortunately, because of Dark Desert's very early beginning jump. The initial attack was not able to connect and was unfortunately unable to grant Dallas an early lead, which is what he needed.
And keep in mind, people, that the flight path in Dark Desert, if you get there earlier, allows for a faster route compared to the other two. So he was able to pick up some more time on Dallas because of that.
Especially compared to the power
the
types.
final
out there.
results, my friends.
Final results 2-1. SmolOri wins. Let's see
Ooh la
who's
la.
up next.